The metric that matters is cash collected per booked call. Like if I collect $200,000 in a month or more, I'm a good closer. Doesn't matter if I've taken, 17 calls a day, whatever it is. If I'm able to collect a lot for the company, I'm a good closer. Close rate doesn't matter. Cash per booked call does matter, or cash per call taken. Like there's a couple of metrics that matter. Because like I said, if I have a closer on my team that is 50% close rate, that's a good close rate. But they're working 4 hours a day. They're probably bringing in there's 4 slots a day, maybe 2 of those calls show up because show rate's also 50%. So they're only closing 1 a day.
50% show rate?
My last month, my show rate was 25%. What? Give a breakdown of the two first.
Yes.
Okay, so there's paid traffic, which is like straight from an ad. We spend money, someone sees an ad, they book in a call. Then there's organic. Organic is where someone sees someone online, an influencer or whoever it is that's selling something, a scaling solution for a business, an info product, whatever it is. And then they see that content, they're nurtured in the DMs, and then they're nurtured on the phone, and then they go to my call. So the show rate on that is obviously gonna be more.
The thing with organic is that the content creator, they are pretty much familiar with the face of the company. They've already consumed more materials. Mm-hmm. So I would think the close rate should be higher, but it's interesting you say it's pretty much the same. Hello guys, today we have Tettey Tetteh.
We're back.
Yes, a friend and a high ticket closer. Okay, so let's go actually towards that. Like you were saying, most of the calls you're taking they're broke, XYZ. I think the qualification steps are not in place well then.
Okay, so 2 things there. Some offers is better than others. My offer that I'm currently on and kind of transferring out of now, it's paid traffic. So that means that someone sees an ad, they click through, and then they go right onto my calendar. Then there's a little bit of qualification, but it's more of just like hey, confirming you're gonna show up to the call, right? But we don't do that because they'd rather focus on us having a boatload of calls, and then some of them are gonna be qualified and able to close. Some of them aren't, you know what I mean? We'd rather do that. And it works. It works. It's just part of the job. When in my old offer, it was like I'd have a setter call them, and the appointment setter would go how much money do you have? Are you able to do this right now? Do you have any decision makers involved? All this kind of stuff that helped me be able to, I didn't have to weed out anyone. And to be honest, no, my close rate is much lower on the current offer because of that.
What is it right now?
I don't know. I don't really follow that. I don't care. Yeah, I just don't. That is, honestly, I'll tell you what, that's not a metric that matters. The metric that matters is cash collected per booked call. And then and cash collected. Like if I collect $200,000 in a month or more, I'm a good closer. Doesn't matter if I've taken 17 calls a day, whatever it is. If I'm able to collect a lot for the company, I'm a good closer. Now, obviously, there's minute details in there. Like if I'm burning a lot of leads, if I'm not closing a lot of leads that should be closed, obviously that's ridiculous. So there's tiny things in there, but it's about how much cash you bring in. But then that's why I say cash per book call, right? So sorry, let me rewind that because it does matter how many you close within the day. I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, the cash per book call, yeah.
Cash per book call is what matters. So close rate, I guess you could look at that.
It's incorporated in that
it's
metric.
Incorporated in it, but it's not something, if I'm hey, I have a 50% close rate. Okay, cool. How much did you collect this month though? $50,000. Oh, well then you're just you're not taking that many calls. You're not that valuable of a closer. You're not working that many hours then.
Yeah, I was gonna think if you're closing 50%, I was correlating that when you close, that already means that the cash is collected. The cash is collected. These two don't go to hand to hand.
What do you mean?
When you close a client, that means that the money that they've already agreed and accepted that they're gonna pay the amounts for the product that they're buying. So it doesn't correlate directly into cash collected, or is that
no? It does.
A different
It's
thing?
exact. If I close someone, that's cash collected.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So closing someone means I'm collecting cash from them. That's all
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. So that's why I was trying to explain. That's why I was trying to brutally and terribly explain that close rate doesn't matter. Cash per booked call does matter, or cash per call taken. There's a couple of metrics that matter because, like I said, if I have a closer on my team that is 50% close rate, that's a good close rate. But they're working 4 hours a day. They're probably bringing in there's 4 slots a day, maybe 2 of those calls show up because show rate's also 50%. So they're only closing 1 a day.
Okay, let's go to show rate. 50% show rate?
Dude, on my last month, my show rate was 25%.
What?
30%. Paid traffic. It's an ad. Someone sees an ad and then they book in a call. Like, people are lazy.
Don't care, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that more? Like, what is your take between these two?
But
right. Like, if you give the pros and cons of this one and then pros and cons of the other one.
So you're saying pros and cons of like organic and pros and cons of paid traffic?
Paid ads and then with your setter that you mentioned previously.
Okay. So let me give a breakdown of the two first.
Yes.
Okay. So there's paid traffic, which is like straight from an ad. We spend money. Someone sees an ad, they book in a call. Then there's organic. Organic is where someone sees someone online, an influencer or whoever it is that's selling something, a scaling solution for a business, an info product, whatever it is. And then they see that content, they're nurtured in the DMs, and then they're nurtured on the phone, and then they go to my call. So the show rate on that is obviously going to be more.
Nurtured on the DMs and phone. So there's a call to action at the end of that content, and then they go fill out a form with a questionnaire, and then a setter kind of nurtures them, and then they show up after it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So yeah, they're nurtured in the DMs. Like a setter is also talking to them in the DMs. So like a DM, like so for instance, if you see Alex Hormozi's Instagram, right? If someone were to DM him, I mean, not Alex. I'm not saying that Alex Hormozi has DM setters. He's a different breed. He's like a whole other thing. I don't know what he has. But let's say Alex Hormozi was selling, a course through his DMs. Typically, how it would work is he would have a DM setter logged into his Instagram through like different services like ManyChat or whatever. That DM setter would be texting back and forth with prospects who DM him, right? So like when you see people out there that say, DM me the word X to like get the free ebook on how to da-da-da. Well, then they'll DM the word X and then they get into a conversation with a DM setter. That DM setter nurtures the person. And as they nurture that person, then they set them, like they put them through the opt-in channel or like book them on a call, and then a triager or like a phone setter calls them and nurtures them more, and then they go to a calendar. So it's a big process for someone to not show up to a call.
Yes.
Right? They've already talked to two different people. And they think they talked to the owner of the founder of the offer. So it's like my show rate on that offer was probably 50%. So probably double.
But it's still 50%. And then here it's 25.
About that. And again, that's my fault. I could be doing better things. I could be pulling leads forward from other days. I could be confirming better. I could be sending over, I could be taking control of that. Because the highest show rate was 35%.
There should be an automation involved. If somebody books a time into that calendar, there's an automation in the back end with N8N. Like I literally build it in like 2 days.
There's a massive automation.
Right.
Email sequence, text sequence.
All that good stuff.
Dude, resources.
Even a voice AI call.
Yeah. Like the actual owner of the company, like they're doing like text sequence from him, but it's obviously AI.
Yeah.
Like there's all that.
But they still show up 50%.
For sure, dude. 25%.
But yeah, even in the paid ads section, you guys have this automation, and it's still 25%.
Paid ad section is a better automation. Dude, people are getting texted 14 times a day.
Okay, that's too much.
Way too much. Way too much. I think that might be the issue.
I think so. Way too much volume.
We brought it up. Like we've talked about it. It's like it is way too much.
Why don't they just? It's too much.
Because the show rate's the best it's been, apparently.
Oh, so they've tried 7 to 11, 12.
Yeah. I mean, 14 is actually very realistic. I was gonna say it's crazy, but like through emails, text, and everything, like they get touched 14 times.
Okay, from different channels.
Yeah.
But in the day, and every single day.
Yeah, at like 3 a.m.
Until the booked time.
It's a little lighter. Like but people typically only book out 48 hours in advance. So.
Oh, okay. So it's 28, 14 a day. 3 a.m.
They actually get hit like a lot, bro.
Bro, why? That's too much.
It's too much, but apparently it works. I guess kind of.
I mean, 25 doesn't sound like it works, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it doesn't, but it's better.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Okay, we're getting off topic. So pros and cons.
Yeah, the pros and cons. Yeah, so organic is nice because someone's taken the time to go through the content. They're more warm. They feel like they've spoken to like the owner, like all that kind of stuff. So like, I guess you could say my close rate. Actually, it's funny. My close rate was pretty similar between the two. There was times though where it was like when it was like a new launch, like a big camp, like whatever it was, like of an offer on organic, where my close rate was like 70%. Yeah. So like, the
thing with organic is that the content creator does some of the heavy lifting too.
For sure, like they sell a little bit more through the process.
Exactly. Like whoever comes they are pretty much familiar with the face of the company. They've already consumed more materials. So I would think the close rate should be higher. But it's interesting you say it's pretty much the same. Like average.
Well, mine was kind of, but I guess like this is the thing. I'm just kind of, because I never track my, like I don't track my close rate. I just don't think it's important. You know, if someone comes and asks me like, if I'm in an interview for a new role and they're like, if someone were to ask me like, what was your close rate on these offers? I would just make up a number. I would just say 45%, 50%. Like I would just make up a number. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. What matters is that I can say I've collected $3 million in a year for companies, right?
Is that your top?
What?
Like your peak cash collected per year?
No, like I mean, I've only been in it since last May, so like literally I've collected $3 million since then. So yeah, more than a year, but.
Yeah, come on now.
Oh, fuck. I should have said that. More than a year. Year and a half.
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
Year and a half.
Year and a half. But yeah, so.
So that's that. So the first option is better than paid ads.
I like paid ads more because it's more scalable. So I'm more confident.
All right.
I'm more confident in an offer that can successfully run paid ads because I know I will be able to work with them for probably years. With an organic offer, if someone hits a crazy organic campaign, unless they're really, really good and they've cracked the code on organic, you still, no matter what, if you crack the code on organic,
it's game over.
Like, it's crazy, but you still will have inconsistencies. You cannot have a perfect growth month. I mean, again, guys, I'm not a marketer. Like, don't take this
just
as
from his experience.
This is just from my experience of seeing this. I am by no means a marketer and expert at all in any of this.
No, but I do agree. I'm a marketing manager, so I do agree to some point.
So I believe that like if I run a good, successful paid ads campaign, essentially I can keep raising ad spend and keep doing better and better and have less inconsistencies. There still will be inconsistencies. There's gonna be times where cost per click goes up. There's gonna be times where
ad fatigue.
Ad fatigue. Exactly. We just ran into that with one of the offers that I'm managing. Ad fatigue came into play. And that stuff happens for sure, but it's more controllable. Like I can go and run another ad set and know like if I do it well and put X amount of dollars in, it's a machine, right?
So you would say actually paid ads are a more valuable customer acquisition channel than organic?
Career-wise, yes. Quick cash grab-wise, no, dude. Like I can print on a new organic offer that launches and then boom. Like I literally had a closer that I know. He went onto a new offer, first month made $32,000, collected $250K. The next month, because it was like a brand new offer launch with this crazy huge influencer. The next month, 11K.
Half?
Less than half. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, brutal. Like really, truly, like just, yeah, it just cut in half.
But I feel like for organic, for the person at the head of the company, it's more valuable because then if you crack the code, as you mentioned, you have so much credibility and you're building awesome content that they actually reflect back to you. Look, as a closer, I understand what you mean, but in the hierarchy of like founder level or whoever that's like the face of the company, I think it would be more valuable to crack that organic code.
Yeah, I mean, it's
in a social way.
In social way. It's a value to crack both.
Agreed.
Like that's the number one. Like the crazy thing is like, I've been on many offers and the offer owners that like do content well and then also do paid ads well and then also, you know what I mean? Like they have big offers. Like I'll tell you the difference actually. Every offer I've been on has been around like 400,000 to like 500,000 because they're either like really good at organic or really good at paid ads. And then like there's other factors I guess involved. But the offer that I'm currently on or currently transitioning out of, they like the offer owner's like really locked in on paid ads, but then also really locked in on content consistently, multiple pieces of content a day, stories, everything. They are on pace for $4 million this month.
$4 million cash collected
in this month.
Holy smoke!
Yeah.
What do they sell? If you can talk about it,
I can talk about it. High ticket e-commerce scaling, like mentorship, the coaching programs.
Just coaching.
$4 million.
What's the ticket price?
It ranges anywhere from $5,000 to $30,000. Well, anywhere from $1,000 to $30,000.
And just purely information.
Purely,
they're not set up anything.
There's some like done for you packages, but like they're not fully like done for you is where it gets sketchy. That's the gray line that people don't really want to walk on these days because there's been big lawsuits.
Like, they should say done with you.
That's the difference. Done with you package and then done for you package. But what I'm saying is, so like there are some big influencers out there that were doing like big done for you packages. I'm talking $100,000 done for you packages, saying like we'll get you to your first sale. We do everything. All you do is sit back and relax. There is $100 million lawsuits out against them now because it's like you're promising we give you success. You give us $100,000, we give you success, but where is the line of success? So on one side, it saves you because there's a gray area, but on the other side, it kills you because there's a gray area. So when you're taken to court, there's no real structure around you saying like, but this is how it was structured and this is what was in the contract. Yes, sure, but like there's so many gray points that if you have a good lawyer in the lawsuit,
lawyer and the judge,
like you could just like it's a bad look. It's like, hey, I'm guaranteeing you success if you give me $100,000. It's just not it. So we don't do done for you packages like fully done for you. It's like, hey, here's a hybrid. We'll do this part of the business. We'll do this part of the business, and we'll do this part of the business. But the rest is like it's up to you to see success. But we'll do these little parts just to help you get there faster.
Right. And that's like the top ticket, like 30,000 or whatever it is.
Around 30. No. The 30,000 actually is like a done for you. But again, it's like you're still making the decisions. You're still like, you know what I mean? But we do get you that first sale, but it's no guarantee of success. It's like very compliant. We'll get you that first sale. After that, it's on you to be successful. It could drop off. You could never see a sale again. So it's on you to be successful. But it's really like, it's intense. So it's like if you get on with someone and they want that top package, I have to like take a deposit, send them on a call with another like higher up, like a manager, whatever, compliance manager, and then they will see if that person's fit to do it, right? If they're too old, they won't do it. If they're out of the right mind frame, they won't do it. If they think it's something that it isn't, they won't do it. If like there's so many things that could throw them out of doing that, right? So we only work with very specific people that, because like there's a lot behind it. Like there's lawyers involved. There's a lot involved with it. When you're doing millions a month, there's a lot involved in making sure that the FTC can't crack down.
Yeah, goddamn.
Yeah, bro, it's a lot.
So what's the headcount of this company? Like how, like $4 million a month, right? I want to see like what's the organization structure behind.
That I don't know how much I can go into.
Right.
Well, I guess I haven't named the company. I won't name the company, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just give like rough numbers. Like, I just don't know, right?
Okay, so closers wise, I can say salespeople.
Sure.
I actually don't know the rest. Salespeople, 12 closers, 5 setters. It's not that big. 20 person sales team, I would say, like if we're talking all in all.
And then the setters get 5%, closers 10, right? Like the classic.
Or something like that, yeah. Closers get 10. I don't know how much setters get.
Is the industry average less than 5 now these days?
For setters, I don't know. Yeah, no, the industry's average is 5, but like there's certain offers where you're not like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. DM setters typically don't. Triagers get paid differently. So like there's different.
What's a triage? What's the triage?
Triage is just like the middle conversation between the first, like the DM set, and then you hop on a triage call to be like, hey, this is phone call, what's up? Then they move on. So it's kind of like a set, but it's more of a triage. It's like that person's already booked in. So if someone's already booked in, you're just getting a financial call.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's pretty much just quality control.
Yeah.
Making sure it's actually a good lead.
Okay, should we go to some structured questions?
Yeah, we're just chatting. I love it though.
Yeah, that's good.
It is good.
What's a moment in your life that quietly changed everything, even though nobody else noticed?
It is a great question. Because it's like, there's some big moments in my life that was like clear that it changed who I was, my, like whether it's family members changing, whether it's me moving overseas to Australia, or maybe me moving to Vancouver, like these big moments that people see me change as a human being, like they can literally see it. Like my mom, for instance, that'll be pretty much the only person that like actually sees the changes because she talks to me all the time. But like, I guess a moment that quietly changed everything was me realizing that that I just like me realizing that nothing's that serious. So like in 2021, before that I was like doing music and trying to like become successful in music and like really trying to like do that and thought about like the people around me and being like, oh, I can't let these people down. Like I need to do music. I need to pursue it to the highest of my ability, not for only me, but like other people that have helped me like pursue this. And then, working a job and realizing like saving money and not spending it on stuff that's due. And then I just kind of like came to a year where I realized I was like, I'm just kind of living through what I feel like I should be doing rather than actually trying things, like rather than actually like living through like attempts, you know what I mean? Like, and the pursuit of like, I guess, understanding who I actually am. Because the fact is with music, I did think that was my thing, and I still think it's my thing, but it doesn't necessarily have to be my career, to be my thing. It
doesn't have to be your main thing.
Exactly. So like that was one thing that I really learned, and I realized like it's not that serious. If I don't drop a song for 6 months and people are like, Tettey, where's the music? It's coming. Like it's when it happens. Like it doesn't need to be so on like that. And I think that like if I wanted it to be my career, I would have positioned myself in a way where it's like I would do anything to get there, but I just never felt like I'd do anything to get there, to get to that outcome of being successful in music. So I was like, okay, cool. So let me start trying things. And then once I started trying things, then things opened up. Then I started seeing success because I was just like, cool, this didn't work. I spent money here and lost it. I did it, you know what I mean? Like I spent a ton of money going to Australia. Like I was never used to my bank account being drained to nothing and then go up and then down and then sideways and then like just being more fluid in like attempt and pursuit of like finding who I am. And then once I started doing that actively and being detached, like that's the most important part, being detached of outcome, trying different things, being able to quit the job. You know what I mean? Like before I was more like, I need to work for every employer for at least a year, right? Just to be fair to them and and all this kind of stuff. But then I realized like,
it's not that serious.
It's not that serious. Like it's not. Like they'll figure it out. Like they'll find someone else. That doesn't mean go into a job for 3 weeks and then leave. Like have intent behind every action and step that you take for sure. But if it doesn't work out in 3 months, it's literally not that serious. Like genuinely, it's actually not that serious. So definitely not taking action with the idea of failing and the idea of just like temporarily doing something, but definitely like trying things and, you know, not taking things that serious. That was a big shift.
No, boom. No, that was really good. It has a good message.
Yeah.
Ready for the next one?
Yes.
What's a difficult truth about yourself you had to learn the hard way? And how did you reshape it? Because all of us, like, we're wired in a certain way that we have flaws. Like in our DNA it is, or in our genes, or how we were raised, and we have strengths too, but the weaknesses I'm talking about in this question, for example.
Yeah. There's a lot, dude. Yeah. I'll be honest. Like, it's so funny. So many people like look at me from the outside, and I've actually had it, and I hate this when this happens, but I've had people come up to me and be like, dude, you seem to have like figured it out. Like, you know what's up. Like you always do well in the different stuff you go into and all that kind of stuff. It's like, no, I don't, dude. I see success in it. On like the grand scheme of things, like if you put me beside someone else in that same thing, I see success. Like closing, I did really well. Like I'm definitely in the top 1% of actual closers in my space. There's, when you go to B2B and stuff, you see a whole other world. Like there's guys doing way bigger numbers than me. But like in the actual like info space and high ticket sales, like I'm definitely in that top echelon of like people that crush with it. And like, so the competitive nature of me is good. But it's like, you don't know like the shit that I'm like, the insecurities that I have, you know what I mean? Like all the back end stuff, like I am working through stuff 24/7. I'm thankfully, like I had a lot of confidence instilled in myself from my mom and from like family members. But like, I would say my biggest flaw was probably just insecurity in myself in everything. In like, oh, I'm not good enough here. Oh, I'm not good enough here. Oh, I'm not, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And to reshape that into, okay, let me use that as like fuel, you know, to the fire. Like that's the only way I could think to reshape it, to go like, okay, if I feel this way, well then let me pursue not like being comfortable with who I am at all times. And like, that's more important, because like getting to the point with where you're comfortable with who you are at all times, I don't think that's a real thing. Like I think people say they are there. Like people are like, yeah, dude, like I'm really, really confident and comfortable with who I am 24/7. No, there's actually no way. There's always going to be maybe like a monk, or like really rarely, but there's always going to be little things or changes or things that you do that make you uncomfortable or insecure with yourself. But it's coming to terms with that and being like, okay, like it's okay. Like I'm comfortable with that, and I didn't do the right thing there, or I messed up here, or like I didn't hit my goal here, or I fell short here, and like I'm just like I'm feeling uncomfortable. And that's okay. Like I'm uncomfortable. Like this sucks, but that's okay. Like that's fine that I feel that way, rather than, oh, I'm totally fine that happened. Like that, I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think that's the healthy part.
No, the totally fine part, definitely not. But the fact of like accepting it, realizing it, and pursuing the change of it.
Exactly, right? So accepting that I'm like, I am
That's the
uncomfortable
first
with
step,
this.
exactly.
I am uncomfortable with this. Like, I did mess up here, or I did fall short here, or I am insecure about whatever it is that I'm insecure about. I accept that. And I do accept that I feel this way. And then shifting it, using it as fuel to the fire. But like, I think the win there is just accepting it.
Yeah. No, I think this is the biggest, most people struggle with, and it's the biggest part of their struggles in that way.
It has to be, bro. It has to be that pit in your stomach when you're like, fuck, I made the wrong decision there. Or like, I'm not this way and I want to be. And I like, you know what I mean? Like,
what's that for you? I want to be this way, but I'm not at the moment. I have a very clear answer, but you
have a clear answer for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to be this way, but I'm not is,
I think people at home should practice that. Like, just know yourself better. Like, ask these questions. Why not?
I'm trying to, that's such a good question. It's like, what actually does, and I think it probably is like, you go first.
Should I?
You go first.
I want to be like the best version of team builder as I can ever be. So I think building a company is about aligning visions and building the culture to foster that team, and everyone's in the same boat going to the same place. And I've come across that I'm not the best right now, and I've seen the best, or one of the best. One of my friends, he's doing extremely well, and just practicing how I can foster the culture.
Nice.
Within those people.
Do you get jealous ever?
No.
Good.
Yeah. I think looking at it that way is just utterly wrong.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I just come at it and I'm like, how I can learn.
Yeah, how you can learn, yeah.
Yeah, how I can learn from them.
Yeah, I would say my biggest one that I'm like actively working on is just being less anxious over change. So like, I've had a lot of changes, and every time I have change, I've stressed, like a decent amount of stress. But it's like just knowing that I actually am built for these different things, right? Knowing that I'm actually like, I'm in the position for a reason, right? Like going into management, or like going into a place of like working with this company, like helping here, or being a closer from a setter. Like every time I've changed, I felt like I've always felt this like pretty decent like anxiety or stress over like, do I feel like I am? And then I settle into it and I realize like, of course I am. Like I wouldn't be hired if not. Like I wouldn't be put into this role if not. So it's like, I'm really working on that. And recently I've been like, shit, am I the right person for it? But it's like, no, you make yourself the right person even if you're not. And it's funny because like I went into my hardest ever roles, the biggest changes I ever went into, I was just confident. And that was the thing that got me by. Like me getting into high ticket sales, there's no stress. I was like, I got this shit. Like I'm a killer. Or me getting into that CMO position, like when I,
I talked about this last episode.
Yeah, I was so confident. I was like, I got this. But when I'm making changes in my respective industry, just because I think it's because I'm like now looked at as a person to be like, oh, you are the man. Like we know you're the man. We know you're actually good at what you do. So like you're gonna kill. Of course you're gonna kill. That I hate. I hate coming in not being the underdog. I hate coming in with the people having the idea that I'm already awesome.
Really?
I hate that. I really do. I loved coming in as an underdog because it's like nothing to lose, no pressure, and watch me prove them that I'm a killer. But now it's like I'm already known to be like this guy that does well. With my last offer, I was the only person to be hired at like word to paper. Like it was like, hey, someone like they just literally picked me out of the bunch. This guy's a really, really good closer. Hire him. The top closer on the offer said that to the offer manager. Hire him. He's a killer. He'll crush. No interview, no anything. Dropped into the team. No one ever got hired like that before. Massive pressure because I'm like, I know I'm good. I know I can crush this, but like, what if I don't, dude? Yeah. What if I don't? Like, I'm human. What if I don't? I crushed. I did really well. And they said that. They're like, yeah, like this is why I knew it was gonna happen. But it's like, there's still that thought in my head. I'm very human. Still that thought in my head of like, oh, what if I just don't do well? Then I just let down a whole team. Like that's trash. So that's something I'm getting over. I am getting better at it, but it's hard in building.
Bro, you gotta get comfortable with that because as you grow in your levels, like it's gonna be more and more of that happening.
Every time.
Only at the beginning, they'll think you're the underdog.
Exactly, I know.
And then it's gonna be, it's gonna be more and more. Unless you go to a...
new industry.
maybe a new industry, or you go into a room that everyone's making like 10 mil a year, and then they're like, yeah,
Exactly.
he's gone there.
Exactly.
Unless you grow that much.
But that's why I've always been comfortable in those rooms. I've always been comfortable in the rooms of people that are doing better than me. Always. Because I'm like, hey, I'll admit all day that I'm the underdog here. But watch, like I'll catch up.
I have so much more to grow.
I have so much more to grow. I'm excited for it. I have something to look forward to. But when I'm in the room where I'm expected to be the top guy, like, hey, we brought you in here because we need you to get these people better. I feel like I'm a good leader. I do think so, and I'm good at teaching people. But I sometimes think to myself, I'm like, am I like actually the right person to like help this grow? Which I am. Like, it's obvious. I wouldn't have been brought on without, but it's just something I go through. It's just a mental gymnastics that I go through, and
yeah.
I'll figure it out though, slowly.
Come on, bro. Everything's figured out. Exactly. Soon, very soon. Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm. This is a big one.
Well, it's a decent one. Yeah. What part of who you are today was shaped more by pain than by intention?
Dude, where did you find these questions, bro?
I don't know. I'll share the prompt that I used on AI down below.
Really good. So ask that again, please.
What part of who you are today was shaped more by pain than by intention?
The part of me that is more unemotional, like not emotionally attached. Me and Mike had this conversation last night. We're both like very...
Michael Elliott, by the way.
Michael Elliott, one of my friends, Amazon FBA, watches interview.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, yeah.
So when I was a kid, I was pretty emotional. Like when things would happen, I would get emotional, but I wouldn't hold on to it. Like my mom always said, like something would happen, cry a bit, whatever, it'd be gone, like pretty quick, right? Like I never held on to things. I never held grudges for that long. Longest I ever held a grudge was like 12 hours.
I think that's a great thing to have.
Yeah. Like it's just like, I would never and like even if someone maybe did me wrong, like I'd think about that and I'd always have it in the back of my head, but I would forgive them pretty quick. Like, I don't care. Like whatever, like you did me wrong, that's fine. You made a mistake, like that's shitty, but like whatever. Like I'm not gonna, like it's way more my energy to like hate you and like you suck than not. Like I actually can't think of one person in my life that I like genuinely despise. And like, I'm talking like people, like growing up in all white town, people being racist to me, like pretty like straightforward racist to my face. Like, and I remember these people and I remember how they were, but I'm friends with some, like pretty decent friends with some of them today. I'll say, hey, I'll dab them up, like everything. I have respect for them. I do. Like I do.
That's solid.
Because it's just like, why? Like, why would I care that you say some words to me or like hate on me because of my skin color, whatever it is? Why would I carry that with me? Because then you really won, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Then you really got me, right? Yeah. So that's something that I do, that I appreciated, but it was forged in pain, I feel like, because also like to really get to the point where it's like I'm emotionally unattached and like I don't let, like for instance, like when you have like a lead that you like close or like are gonna close and then someone else another closer gets it because you like have to pass it off and then they close it for a bunch of money. It's like, oh shoot, this happened last month. I could have made 2,000 US on a deal, but I gapped out on one little thing. That could have eaten at me for a month, but I let it eat. It did eat at me for like a day and I was like, fuck man, that's 2K US. I could have grabbed that. I'm such an idiot. But I just punched myself in the face. I was like, you suck. Figure it out next time, learn, move forward. And then the next day I forgot about it, right? So it's like those things, you're gonna run into that as a closer. You're gonna run into that in everything, in business. You're gonna run into that all the time. Oh, I could have done this. I could have made a lot of money by doing that, but I messed up. Trading too, massive thing, right? I should have listened to myself, but I didn't. And I messed up and I lost money here. And just getting like the amount I lost in like NFTs and like bad investments and then like making bad mistakes in closing or whatever it is as I was coming up, or like, you know, having those times where I had to forgive people and shake their hand, even though I didn't want to, and I didn't feel like they actually cared or actually wanted to apologize to me. That sucked. But now, dude, like I could care I will never hold a grudge. Ask any of my friends. I'll maybe have a day where I'm like in a shittier mood, but you could get me out of it. Like I'm just not emotionally.
Bro, that is a superpower, because if you had all that baggage with you the whole time, it would weigh you down. Like you wouldn't be that fluffy, like you wouldn't care, like you wouldn't be this person if you had that baggage with you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of baggage.
It is.
There's a lot going on in life, and if you hold grudges and emotionally attached to every single bad decision or whatever, It's not a good life.
No, it's not. And I've seen both sides of the spectrum, because there's family members that I have that hold on to things a lot, like for a long time. And they remember those things. And if it's against their values, they remember it. And then I have family members that are the other way. And the family members that are the other way always have better lives, right? It's like literally like, think about, there's people that I know that like someone will say something bad to them 10 years ago. And 10 years later, they're still thinking like that person like hurt me. It's like, who cares?
Get over it.
Like literally get over it. Unless someone does anything to my mother, couldn't care. If someone does something to my mom, they're not here tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, there's a borderline for like even for you, for anyone.
For everyone.
But like if that borderline is closest to.
Yeah, if the line's crossed, it's just you're finished. That's family. That's literally my mom, my brother, but he can handle himself, so I don't really care. But my mom, like family members, like if you mess with that, never, ever, ever will I speak to you again. I'll hold a grudge forever. But if it's anything towards me, sticks and stones.
That one's awesome. I'm actually really happy you shine light into this, and I hope viewers can like learn about this superpower, because I really truly think it's a superpower.
I truly believe that if you have just that, you can be successful in anything. Like literally just that emotion alone, like being completely unattached and completely emotionless in every single scenario, like you'll kill. Like that's what billionaires are made of. Like,
yeah, you can be successful, you'll live a happier life too.
Exactly. Success in other ways too.
It's amazing. What's a decision you made that looked small at the time, but became a turning point in your life?
I mean, the obvious one, getting into high ticket sales.
Right.
I think about that and it's so interesting. It was literally just this one day I saw on someone's story, sales reps, like internship sales reps. And I was like, should I apply for this? And I applied for it thinking I was like gonna get a base, like $130,000 a year. Like I was like, this is sick. Like, let's go. I'm gonna get the sales job, because they gave it to me. I was like, I got hired alongside 97 other reps. I was just thrown into the wolf pit. I was just like
97 reps?
Yeah. Of those 97, 3 made it through. Me and 2 other people.
Oh, I
like,
see.
Long term.
Yeah, there's the pool.
Yeah. So like, it wasn't what I thought it was, but I stuck through. The reason I stuck through is because my friend was friends with the founder that did that, and he called him, and the founder said one thing. He said, if Tettey sticks through, he said, look, a lot of people don't. Most people fall flat on their faces, but if Tettey sticks through, he'll make the most money he's ever made in his life, and it's not even a question. Right? And I thought about that, and I was like, cool. I ended up liking it, luckily enough. So like, it wasn't really a question. I was like, oh, I don't care if I make $5,000 a month, cool. I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, I like it. Like, it's a good job. It's way better than any job I've had. So cool, let's do it. But yeah, that stuck with me. And then it does a small decision, a small life change. Like I was kind of bouncing around between jobs at that point. I was like dispatched for a garbage company, from window washer, just dusty jobs. And I was like, cool.
You made a fucking good choice, bro.
Like life changing, bro. Best investment I've ever made.
And the fact is that if that day you weren't scrolling on that social media, you didn't see that post.
Crazy, bro.
How is like the fact that life just works like that? And
it's crazy, bro. It's the craziest thing ever, that if I literally just didn't open the story that day, if I literally just, like, there's so many days where I've like not gone on Instagram and not looked at any stories. Like more days than not, I will not look at one single story, because it's just not something I look at. Like I'll look at my feed, I'll look at my notifications, I'll answer texts, I'll answer messages. But like looking at stories, just
I don't care. Yeah.
I don't care, right? So the fact that I just like looked at it and was like, let me apply. So weird, dude.
Yeah, life's crazy, man. Yeah. Actually.
So weird.
What's something you forgive but still can't forget? And what does that teach about yourself? So I guess this actually ties back to that question.
It does, yeah. It does.
You already answered that, but like, is there something deeper maybe? Do you still haven't forgive, like truly? You mentioned you didn't, but like, is there something in the back of it?
Dude, it's actually crazy, and people aren't gonna believe this, but like, I can't think. Well, forgive but not forget, that just means that I just remember it. Like that just literally just means like every time I talk to that person or something, I just have an inkling of that in the back of my mind.
Maybe that person, or even like sometimes it pops up. Like the biggest one, honestly.
I would say the only thing I could maybe think of, but I don't care, like, and I don't think about it on a day-to-day basis, and I literally don't care. Like I actually don't care, is when people were like actually racist. Like N-word to my face, like fuck you, like really racist.
When
racist.
was this? Where was
Revelstoke.
Revelstoke. Right, because you were from there, right?
Because I had friends, we make jokes. Obviously the joke's all funny, like whatever it is. Even if I was having a bad day and it got to me a little bit, I'd be like, whatever, dude, like it's just jokes. But I had times where it's like intent, like real intent hate towards me. Like you are, you know,
XYZ.
XYZ. And that shit, in the moment, made me more mad than anything. But I forgot about it pretty quick. But those people, the one or two people that it literally wasn't that many people, like a few people were ever like really truly that way. I'll never ever forget it. Like I'll never ever actually forget it. But I wish them like the best life ever.
You forgive, but you will not forget.
Fully forgive them and fully don't actually care. Like I don't carry it with me at all. Like genuinely, I don't wish on their downfall. Like I don't want to say anything back. Like I don't care. Like I genuinely don't. And I genuinely know that like it was just like we're in high school. Like it's just a kid being racist, and it like doesn't matter. And it doesn't really matter to me. Like actually, I don't think racism like hurts that much to me. It's not the thing that hurts the most. Like genuinely, I would rather someone be like brutally racist to me than like for instance my brother say you're a disappointment to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like that's how. I
agree.
You know what I mean? Like there's stuff that hurts more from people that actually matter to me. Like, if someone that matters to me said like I think you're falling behind. Like I take
that shit seriously.
I think you're a piece. Like I think you're a bad person. Like that shit. That's a nightmare to me. Someone that I care about, that I respect. Some random guy that is like kind of my friend being just racist to me. Like, dude, you got shit going on behind closed doors for sure. Like, there's nothing that I could care less.
But this is actually a message for people, like, even like just saying that bullshit. It's just not good, man. Like, people remember it, and why would you ever do that? Like, I don't just get it. I don't get it.
It's because it hurt. Because he knows that it digs. It's a good. You know why he said it? Because it's a good diss.
Is it though?
It is a good diss, yeah. Because he knows it hits.
But like, why?
It's a low blow. It's an easy punch, but it's like it's a great diss. I like.
Why would you want like a diss like that?
Yeah, like I wouldn't use it because like for me it's just like if I like say I was white because it doesn't really hit. Like if a colored person ever said something like that to me, I'm like I don't like you see it, you brother, you're a minority too. Get out of my face. Like, if an Indian guy says that to me, I'm like get out of my face. Like you're like I like it doesn't matter as much.
Can they say it?
Yeah, I don't care. I do a white person. Like I don't care if they say it. If there's no intent, if there's no hateful intent, say any word. If there's no hateful intent behind it, say
at the end of the day,
word.
it's just
like
word.
It's literally just a word. So like, say it. Just like know that some people will get upset and some people will, like, do something. You know, like
hit you in the face.
Yeah, like some people hit you in the face.
Tettey didn't, but
I would never. I don't care. Like I genuinely don't care. But what I'm saying is like, if I was white, I wouldn't use that just because like I shouldn't, right? Like it's something that person probably like they're gonna remember it. You know what I mean? Like
not everyone's like you.
Yeah. If I'm dissing someone, I want to diss them in the moment. I want it to hurt right there, but I don't want it to hurt long term because I know we're gonna make up. Like I know it's gonna be okay after a bit. But like that person, it was pure like hateful intent, and he knew that it would hit. He knew that I would still remember it to this day. So that's why it's a good diss. That's still thinking about. We're talking about right now. He got me.
I mean,
he won. He won.
No, I don't know. I don't think he won. Yeah. Okay, this one's good.
Okay.
What's the story you've never told because you're not sure people would understand it?
I mean, these are crazy, man. I don't know if I will have answers for all of this, but
Never told. I don't know. I can't pinpoint this one for myself.
It would have to be something that I kind of did myself that I just didn't think it was
that important
to tell someone, but it is something that makes sense to me, I guess. Like that's kind of how it's unpacked.
Yeah, kind of like deep or whatever.
Yeah. We may have to skip it, but let me think for 2 seconds. I
don't know. Actually, I know one for myself.
Do you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think one is sucking in my stomach and just appearance-wise looking more professional. People won't understand it. They're like, why would you do that? Just be comfortable, be normal. But like, I feel like sometimes if I do that or if I sit up straight more, it's just little things. Like when I remember, just try to do them. Some maybe don't understand it, but I think it's important to me. That's
a good one. That actually is a really good one.
Yeah.
Because it is true. Like, some people would understand it, but some people wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't say that to someone because they might just be like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it matters to you.
It does, yeah. I think it matters to people who care about like how others perceive them.
Yeah. You know what I would say? I would say distracting people from, I mean, people would get this. That's stupid. I was gonna say, because we were on the topic of like insecurities and like, you know, like people being rude about shit and all that kind of stuff. Being younger, like I would distract people from my real insecurities by unveiling my lower insecurities. So it's like, pick on this so that the other stuff is put aside, right? Because I'm in the safe zone now, right? So some people wouldn't get that, but it's some that I would do. Like for instance, like the racist stuff. I literally would like myself be a little bit like racist or like play into the jokes. I didn't care that much about that. What I hated for some reason is when people call me teddy bear. I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, weird, right?
It's random.
But like I would, so when I was way younger, people weren't racist. Like when I was way younger, I'm talking about like 10 years old, I hated teddy bear. And when I went into high school, kind of hated it, didn't really care that much. But like, so the racist shit I wouldn't bring up. But that was a good point. So like I hated teddy bear. So I would say something else, or I'd bring up something else so someone wouldn't call me teddy bear. Like I'd bring up something else around my, like I'd say, like if someone like asked my name, hey, I'd say like, hey, my name's Teddy, and I'd maybe bring something else up. I'd maybe make a jab at myself or something like that, or like bring something else up so like they could focus on other stuff, because kids are mean. You know what I mean? Like there's always...
Bro, your childhood has had like, it's like crazy. It's had a big factor in your...
Yeah, dude, like little things.
Memory life.
And actually it translates to sales too. It's like if I tell someone a bad thing, it's actually called the self-confession shank, is what my old manager would tell me. If I unpack something that's bad on the lower end, but then if there's more bad stuff up top, like, and I don't mean bad as in like I'm not telling them the whole truth about it. I'm obviously telling them the truth. We have to be compliant. Like literally on my offer we had to. But I more mean like, let's say they're really scared of like failing, right?
Just something you know they have a main objection towards. You just open it in a small...
But I open in a small little bit because it also is like, hey, I'm confessing to you that like we have a better interest here. Like, because like we want you to be successful because like we'll make money, like whatever it is. But then on the top end of things, it's completely distracting them from like their major fear, which is actually like taking the action, or their major fear, which is actually like failing or whatever it is, right? So it's like you're letting out a little bit of the bad on the bottom, that's the stuff that matters a little bit less, so that like the major thing that'll actually stop them from taking action won't kick in, and then they won't take action there, right? So like, I guess one of them would be like, you have to take, like if I say to someone like, hey, by the way, like this isn't easy, right? You have to take consistent action every day, right? Like,
how often do you use that line in close?
This isn't easy. This isn't simple. It's easy.
Kind of like this kind of concept.
Or sorry, this isn't easy, but it is simple. That kind of thing.
Kind of.
Every single time I want to close a call.
Exactly. That's what I was.
I will tell someone that it's not easy. Yeah. Pretty much every single time. Every single time I want to close a call, I'll tell like, look, you got to put in consistent action. You got it. Like it's not easy. It's going to be something hard, but if you do it, you'll see success, right? So giving them that, like it's like, okay, well, it now unveils a little bit of the bad. They really do have to put in work. That is not going to be easy. But then the overarching factor of like, I don't know, the anxiety around like having inconsistent days where you're not making money, and like the real hardship of business, the real actually hard stuff, because staying consistent and stuff, like that's easier. That's not unveiled as much, right? Like I don't have to talk about that stuff because I've kind of said a little bit of the bad stuff that is more digestible for people. Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing, but like it is true.
No, it comes from like human psychology they actually experienced when you were a kid too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's coming back.
It is coming back. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's interesting. What belief about yourself have you recently outgrown, and what made you realize it was time to let it go?
I think I kind of grew up through high school believing I was like a bit cocky. I'll be honest, like to a point where, and look, like confidence is absolutely everything. Like I believe that. I believe you have to be confident or else you have nothing, right? But like I feel like I was cocky at a point, which is not good. Like it genuinely isn't, because it was like, now I'm not like, I mean, I've always been pretty open to learning and such, but I was pretty cocky, I feel like, through like high school and like just a bit after high school. Like I thought I was like really doing everything better than people, like and relating to people, right? And like saying like, oh, I'm better because I like do this and I'm really pursuing it and I'm like living in Vancouver and some people aren't, like whatever. But I outgrew it to then move it towards confidence, right? In myself. And it has to stay internal. Like, sorry, you have to project it, of course, but like it has to stay independent to you.
If you could define, what would be the difference in definition of cocky and confidence?
Well, I would say cockiness is a sense of like blind,
uninformed.
Yeah, blind, uninformed, like arrogance in comparison, right? Like I'm comparing myself to the next guy that I feel like isn't as good as me, and that's why I feel like I'm better. When with confidence, it's like I'm really confident in myself, and I want you to win too, but you're not going to beat me.
I'm a dog.
Because I'm a dog. Because I just know myself. I know I'm really good. I know that I'm going to work harder. I know I'm going to work the best. But that's not necessarily negative. That's not necessarily toxic.
It's not a comparison. It's like
you're not comparing yourself.
I'm good. Like more towards yourself.
Yeah. Like like my only competition is me. Like that's why I'm saying the independence of confidence is like really important. But it has to be independent confidence. Like if no one was around, are you still competing at the same level? So that's the hard part about entrepreneurship too. It's a solo endeavor. So it's, if the tree falls in the middle of the forest, does it still fall? Like, I believe it does, because the fact is, or like, is there still noise? What is it? Like,
there's a sound.
Is there still a sound? Yeah. I believe, there still is, like, I mean, we know there still is a sound, right? And that's.
Well, do it.
Yeah, exactly. Do we?
Like, are we in a video game?
Exactly. There's a whole other topic on that. But I think there's a deeper meaning behind that, which is like, just because no one's around to hear it, there's still a sound, right? And like, that's where people get lumped in. Like they need the people around them, the competition or the comparison, to be able to be like, oh, I'm successful because I compared myself to this person. But that's not true. Like that's where entrepreneurship is the hard part, is punching away at that thing all by yourself. And like, what do you really truly compare yourself to? Because at the end of the day, you can compare yourself to other entrepreneurs, but it's all different playing fields.
Well, I think you can compare yourself, but and just like compare yourself in a positive way, not like trying to, I don't know. I think comparing's fine, just so you can see like, have I grown in the same rate that they have, or how can I do better in this situation, because I know a frame of reference that I can fall back towards. But where it gets ugly is trying to think you're better because, I don't know.
Yeah, like that's where the cockiness comes into play. It's where it's like, it gets ugly if it's like a toxic kind of comparison. But what I'm saying is like, the comparison that necessarily doesn't actually really matter too much, because like I need to be good on like my goals and my internal clock and my internal scoreboard to like really know. Comparison is helpful. It's a tool. If anything, it's a tool. Like use comparison as a tool to be like, okay, cool. So this guy's here and he did it in 5 years because he used this, and this. So like this is a roadmap for me to be like, I feel like I can do this in 3 years because I feel like I have these extra tools. So let me just like base my thing off that because he did something similar to me. That's good. But if you do it in a sense of like, oh, he did it in 5 years, screw that guy. I'm gonna do it in 2 years, and screw that guy. I'm gonna do it better than him. And then once I get there being like, haha, I did it and you didn't, and you're, you know what I mean? And like, I'm better because of it. How does that like really truly help you? Because now you're like, now what? Okay, now you look at the next guy, okay, great. But like, you're always comparing, and you're gonna realize one day that like, that's not fulfilling.
Yeah.
The whole fulfillment is like building and growing something that's important to you and you alone. That's the only way you actually find fulfillment. You know what I mean? Or impacting other people, but it still has to be fulfilling to you, right? Like, it still has to be something that you like to grow.
That's another full question, actually, which is, I don't know, we'll potentially get to that in a bit. But yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
You've lived both sides.
I have,
you were on that side, and now you're on this side, so you can speak about it in more depth, maybe.
Yeah, because
I don't think I've ever felt to be
cocky.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, I was actually on the other side.
Really, like lacked confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
And always put people up. I think that's worse. That's a worse place to be.
That is worse, yeah.
Because being cocky, at least you can correct it to confidence. You know what I mean? And being the way you were, you can correct it to confidence too, but it's harder. Because it's like finding confidence is, I feel, harder than letting go an idea that you're.
Think so?
That you're better. I think
you can just do things. I don't know.
Yeah. Finding confidence is pretty hard, no? I don't know.
Dude, it was. I mean, I guess.
I don't know, because I was blessed to like have my confidence for my maybe I do look at too much of cockiness. Maybe I don't give myself enough flowers. That like maybe it was just more confidence. But like I went through that. Like I was way more confident as like a teenager, like a kid, like a young adult. Like I had like it down pat. I was like, I am the shit. But that's what I feel like. Can either help or hurt you. So that's why I think it was a bit of cockiness, because it hurt me. Because then I realized, oh shit, like I'm actually nothing. So I need to.
That's a hard reality.
That's a hard reality to hit, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I like your position better because it's like, okay, cool. I can find that I can be something.
No, I think, this is
good.
Mine's better, yeah.
We're figuring it out slowly.
Exactly. Okay, we're going to the last 3.
Okay.
What challenges you? So feel like a therapy session.
Yeah, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, the first one we talked all about high ticket sales, so like it actually does make sense that we're doing this.
Yeah.
What challenges me is making the people that I care about around me proud, while also, doing stuff that I want to do. So like, I have a pretty accepting family, which is awesome. And this is really common for most people. I'm not saying this is some profound thing. Like, this is almost everyone deals with this. But like, I genuinely want my family members to like appreciate who I've grown into, like appreciate who I am as a human being. And some of the stuff that I do or want to do, I feel like might not read like right away. So it challenges me to do it, but I do it. And then I realize that long term, they might warm up to it. Long term, they see the vision and they're able to find it. Because one thing that I've told people before is like, because people are in way harder situations than me, where it's like super religious family, you know what I mean? And it's like, what I say to people is like, you can never translate vision from your perspective to somebody else's. It's impossible. When you're talking one-to-one vision, you can never translate that. So if I have a vision of something that I'm gonna do and I have a ton of confidence in it, I cannot instill that same confidence in you other than action. Like other than showing you I'm doing it.
Couldn't agree more.
You know what I mean? So like, that's why it's hard to like see that from when you're starting, like as a beginner, like before. But then you realize that once the action hits and once you're seeing the success, well then like my mom or my family members can be like, I see the vision. Because my mom, I know for a fact she doesn't see the same vision in me and the stuff that I go into, but she is so accepting that I'm just lucky.
She believes in you.
She believes in me, right? Because I've taken action before and because I've been that person. But it's impossible to be the same with other people that don't know you as well. It's impossible to be the same with like different scenarios, new business partners, like there's so many different weird factors you go through in your life that like you have to instill that confidence and that vision in someone by showing them that you can do it first. And it's hard because it's like, be patient with me. I swear I'm gonna do it. I swear I'll get there.
Proving yourself constantly.
Yeah, a great story is Pursuit of Happiness, right? The story of Eric Gardner, is that his name? Something like that.
Yeah.
It's like he had this vision for himself and he really truly believed it and he knew that he was gonna get there. He knew he was gonna be successful, but he needed the people around him to put belief in him enough to get there. He got lucky in the sense that he showed up, in the sense that he took action, in the sense that he got in the cab with the guy, whatever, solved the Rubik's Cube on the way up to the...
I don't know the story.
You haven't seen it? Okay, cool.
No.
So if you guys have seen it, it's a story of Eric Gardner who was like trying to support his kid and he was like a salesman, selling like medical tech. And he was like trying to support his kid. They ended up going homeless. Like he ended up living out of motels.
This is a movie.
There's a movie and a story and a book. I think it's a book. And he... yeah, maybe. He ended up trying to shoot for his like brokerage exam, like for financial people that used to have to take like on, or they still do, on Wall Street, like becoming a broker. And like there's all these steps he had to go through, like not get, like he had to sell these things, like he had to sell certain amount. He's like living off literally like to the penny of what he needed with his kid. He was taking after his kid. His wife left him and his kid. They went homeless. Like he had to figure this out, and he had 6 months where he had to go through, or weeks, months, I can't remember. We had to go through all this stuff and go through this brokerage exam and not get paid and do an internship, and then maybe he would get picked as the one guy that got through. But the fact is, like, that would have to be like the confidence that the heads of the company instilled in him to be the right pick, right? But how did he do it? Well, he showed it through action. To even get his foot into the door in the beginning stages, he had to show it through action. He had to, show up to the front of the office all the time and like go shake hands and talk to the guys and get them to like him. And he would like show up to a guy's house and like just literally shake his hand and talk to him and go, hey man, like, I was Chris Gardner, like whatever. He went.
It's a true story.
It's a true story. And like, he literally went into these neighborhoods, like on his last dollar, like literally could barely get there in a taxi, like had to take the bus with these weird medical devices that he was trying to sell because he had to be out of the house and he had his kid with him. And then he was just like, he literally put himself in a situation and showed like through action that he was the right fit. No one else was willing to do that.
This is an amazing story because like, for startups, right? Mm-hmm. are in that position. Like you want to hire talents to bring the company up and bring resources with knowledge and experience that those people have to get to the next level and then get some money so then you can pay them. But at the beginning, you can just only offer stock options.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, what is stock options at the beginning? It means nothing.
It means nothing.
But it's just a vision that eventually it will mean more than a wage potentially because it's something tangible that you have. And for 3 months, potentially, the normal route is 3 months cliff. You don't get paid anything.
Yeah.
After that, your shares are going to be vested, but you have to prove yourself in that 3 months.
And how do you sell that idea to someone that is coming to work for you, right? Like it's
that's where I talked about the team building aspect. When you were like, what was it? That's that stage. How can I be so effective to get those great minds that I would like to buy into this vision so that we can get to the next stage?
And that's hard. And that all comes from like, I guess, influence and just confidence in like you, because a lot of people are aware to the fact that like, even if it's a great idea these days, like a lot fail.
There's a lot of fish out there and a lot
99% fail, 95% fail. So it's like you're putting vision now in the human. Like no matter how good the idea is, the vision is within the human.
I see it within me that I can steer the ship to its destination.
There's been millions of fantastic ideas executed by the wrong person.
Yeah, it comes down to that. That was a good story, and I think it's another lesson for the viewers too.
It really is, because like in his case, his vision was aligned with that of the partners through action, through actually doing it and showing them that he would show up every day, showing them that he got out of prison one morning and ran 10 miles just to go to a meeting, right? Like he literally, like everything he did was for
sense of urgency.
Yeah, like a sense of urgency, a sense of like, I need this, I need to make this work, I will make this work, there's no other choice. And like that's important. So yeah, it's hard to show someone that in any other way, and that's why the sales industry, that's back in, is very interesting, because it's like it's a fully commission-based thing, right? So it's like you have to show that your offer owner that you're the right fit for that position through actually crushing. You have no other way. You just have to perform. You have to perform 24/7. You have to perform.
Exactly, yeah, because you get paid after you close. You have no leverage at the beginning. Like you don't get paid a salary. It is nothing.
No. So it's easy for offer owners to hire. Oh, I'll hire you. It doesn't really cost me anything. And then there's a turnover. So it's like you literally have to perform not only just for them but for yourself, right? And then it'll align.
Yeah.
Let me see. Ooh.
49. We have 2 more questions real quick.
Real quick questions? Okay.
Yeah. Just wrap it up like maybe 2-3 minutes each.
Okay, sounds good.
What is the top 3 advices you've ever heard?
Top advice from my, I don't know why I'm forgetting it. It's just ridiculous.
Tom Hanks.
Top 3 advices I've ever heard were more observed. Okay, so all of my best advices have been observed. And what I mean by that is...
you've seen it and then you've then incorporated it for yourself.
Exactly. So number 1 was my brother. Just like growing up, he just worked 16 hours a day, worked his bag off 24/7, just never stopped. He just worked so hard. And he just like, he showed everyone, he's like, I will outwork you. He was never the biggest hockey player out on the ice. He was never the strongest. He never had the most skill. He didn't have the natural shooting ability. He didn't have the natural anything, but he outworked everyone. No one works harder than him. You can't. Like, you just could not work harder than him. So I observed that. I put it into play with the things that I cared about. The next was from my mom, and just being like the little things matter, right? Like moms are so like that, right? Like how are you actually care about what I'm doing? You know, like that's important.
We will never understand until we have a kid.
Never understand. Like I can praise you, right? I can go praise 2 of my 3 of my friends, whatever it is, and be like, yo, that's really awesome. But like, how much intent is behind it? And like, that's something that moms are just like so good at.
There's so much depth behind it.
Like there's so much depth and actual like rooted, like genuine joy and like just appreciation behind the little tiny things that we do. And like, that's impossible to like fake, you know what I mean? So it's like to really be able to translate that. So I've learned in my time to like actually care about, or try to as much as I can, care about the things and the accolades that my friends have gone through, like genuinely be excited about it, genuinely be like that's genuinely awesome. When my friend does something, I make it a point to reach out and be like, dude, what the hell? Like, what?
Wow.
Like this is exciting, like this is big, like pump it up.
You know what? That's an advice I haven't heard in the past 90 days of the episode, and I think it's in the top 5 I've ever heard in my life.
That's good, man. I appreciate. Yeah, because it's true. It's like a lot of people say like, you know, tough love and like make sure that people like know that like it is good to like, especially with kids too, to like not give them too much reinforcement on like, definitely no reinforcement on the bad stuff, but not even too much reinforcement on the good stuff, just because like they need to learn how to like have thick skin and everything. But it's like, guys especially, it is true, no matter if people believe me or like understand it or not, guys especially, and then also like moms, you know, they aren't commended the way that they, you know what I mean, that they should be. People in general.
Guys have it tough.
But guys specifically, and I know some people are gonna be like, oh, but it's the same with girls. But it's like,
no, it's true. I mean, most of the suicides are guys.
Yeah, bro.
Most of the mental health issues, it's actually guys. Like, I think there was a stat, 85% of people killing themselves are guys.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. It's like it's a higher amount of.
I'll fact check, but like it's it's crazy.
I think it's 80% or something like that. I think I heard the same thing. Yeah. But it's so true. Like if you're a 20-year-old dude, 25-year-old dude, and you have like friends out there that like you don't always keep in touch with, it's always a good thing to just like literally like if you hear anything good about them, or if you just sit like there's like a few days ago, like literally like no, a few days ago, a few months ago. I don't know why I said a few days ago. A few months ago. I'm losing track of time. I sent out like a message to just like 15 of my guy friends that I like know, and like maybe I'm always in touch with them, but I just I like love you, bro. Proud of everything you do. Like you're awesome. Like genuinely, you're great. And that
it means a lot.
It actually does, because like guys just don't hear that. You know what I mean? This is why, because girls hear it from other girls. That's why, because girls are more open about that. They're more okay with being vulnerable emotionally. So they'll tell their girlfriends like, "Hey, like I love you."
Stunning. Yeah, if you go to Instagram, any post of a girl, there's
like you're absolutely stunning, drop dead gorgeous. You go to guys' comment profiles, like, bro, you look like garbage.
Fat loser.
Yeah, loser, idiot. So that's why it's like it actually matters, and it matters more. So like when I send that text to my friend, like I had one of my friends send it to me, it almost brought me to tears. I was literally like my friend just reached out, not an emotionally vulnerable guy at all. I love you, bro. I'm proud of what you do. Like, and that's like that meant the world to me. I thought about that for fucking months.
It's awesome, yeah.
Dude, it's so needed. It's so needed.
Okay, so that was your second one.
Oh, and then third lesson, it was just my grandma. So like, she was very much so, what I observed with her, well, like, I had my grandma for sure, because like it shaped me as a human being, but like also Mike, my best friend, Michael Elliott, he taught me a lot in terms of like being emotionally unattached and like all that kind of stuff, business stuff, but I would say like actual life stuff. My grandma, she observed, right? So she wasn't loud, she wasn't really out there, but she observed what people needed. She observed like how they needed it best, like what's the best vehicle to get them there, and then she implemented it with every single person. She ran like a pretty big family, and there was not much holding it together other than her, because like my mom was growing up with 2 kids and like trying to keep her life together because she's a single mom, like it's hard. My auntie is a politician, like, you know what I mean, like a lot's going on there.
She's like probably like the glue of the family.
The glue of the family, right? So like so much going on, and she just sat back and she really just understood what people needed, and she would act, like put it into action, right? So like having that skill set to be able to like truly help people and truly like motivate them in the right way and like actually help them without being intrusive is like
so important.
Dude, like bottom, like, or top 1%, 1.5, 0.1% of the world. If you look at all of the top 1%, like achievers, all of them like have somewhat of that skill set. Like that is a very important skill set, to be able to like actually help people and understand what each person needs, like in depth, is so important. So she would like just observe. She would know what people needed. She would know a lot about people, and then she would implement it. She would help. She would fix it. She would like be there.
A true family man.
Oh yeah, man.
Look, ladies, look at this.
Ladies.
Okay, and lastly, because I know we're on a time crunch here. What do you think is the meaning of life? Classic Think For podcast.
I knew it was coming. Bro. What do I think is the meaning of life?
Has it changed from last time? Because I know you gave an answer last. I just don't know what it was.
I forget what it was too.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna fact check.
Okay, we'll fact check. I genuinely think the meaning of life, and this might have changed since we last spoke, but I genuinely think the meaning of life is becoming comfortable in pursuit. Like becoming fulfilled within pursuit. Like that's all it is.
Yeah.
Because it's pursuit. Like life is pursuit, right? Everything. If you think about it, like when you talk about it, you understand like what's a bet. Like I know I'll relate this to meathead stuff because it's easy for people to understand. Think about when you're getting into a relationship, chasing girl, whatever it is. What's the most exciting part? is the chase, like the pursuit, like the back and forth and like not knowing and the mystery and like the understanding it. And like sometimes it's like, oh shoot, they're ghosting me. Or sometimes it's like, oh great, this is going well.
They call it the initial spark.
The initial spark, right? On top of that, what's the best part about going out for the night? The only reason I'm relating to this stuff is because I did have a conversation with someone about this recently, and that's the stuff that we were talking about. But like going out for a night with a friend, the best part is like the day leading up to it. The best part is like the pregame. The best part is sitting at the restaurant first. The best part is not being in the club. The best part is not being actually like that. That's when it all is kind of like, okay, we're just here now. You know what I mean? Like it's over.
No, I definitely agree.
You know what I mean? And then the other side of it is like, think about when you're getting ready for a sports game, right? Like you think about so there's the other side of it, getting ready for a sports game, getting ready for a big event, getting ready to perform on stage. It's mostly anxiety. It's mostly doubting yourself. It's mostly like, oh, it might go bad. It's mostly like actual fear, right? So getting comfortable with that part too, right? Because then once you're in the game, that's when it's great. It's like, awesome, I'm killing this. This is good. Usually, sometimes it's a train wreck, but usually like you calm down. You're comfortable once you're on that stage. But like being really comfortable and appreciating every single step of pursuit and understanding that that's the goal. Like once you understand the goal is getting to a point where you love the pursuit.
It's the journey, it's not the destination.
Exactly. Like once you really understand, like truly understand that like, okay, my only goal is to become super happy with this pursuit. Like super, like just loving every step of it. That's when life would get good. Like I think that's the meaning of like actually living a good life.
Because it's like 90%, 10% usually.
Yeah. With what?
90% is the pursuit, the journey, and then when you
99.
get there. Yeah, exactly. It's like
99.
very small, minuscule.
Like think about it. Think about like putting a show together, right? Like it's
plan it for months.
It's literally you plan it for months and months and months, a year. And then the day of the show, all the way leading up to the show, you're getting things together, you're organizing, you're making sure it's good. And then right before the show, right before you go on, you make sure you remember the lyrics, make sure you remember everything. And then right when you go on stage, you make sure you're doing things the right way. You're still in the journey part. Like you're still building up to it. And then
the show's like an hour and a half.
and then the show's like literally 1 hour. But it's like, that's not even the end goal. The end result is like when it's done and what people think about it. And that's like 2 seconds. That's like nothing. Like that's nothing, right? So it's like the journey is everything and it's just continuous. So like,
and then that ends, you go to a different journey.
Exactly. So that's why people get depressed, because they believe so much that once they get to that level, that it's going to be great. They're like, yes, they're like, I'm in this pursuit. I'm so pumped to be in this pursuit because of where it's going to get me. Then once I get there, it's the same thing with what I do with this. Like, once I got to my income goals, you think I was pumped? It's like, fuck, this is the exact same life. I just, I'm in a nicer place and like have more, it's cool. Like it obviously helps keep me at bay knowing I'm making good money, fine. But like, the pursuit is everything, bro. Like just comfortability in that, like exciting. Like let's just keep it exciting in the pursuit. Love that building aspect.
Tettey, it's fantastic speaking to you.
Always, man.
And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
You've upgraded your questioning, man. Like I'm oh, my feet are in it now. You've upgraded your questioning, man. You're killing it.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.